Hey, welcome back, lacrosse friends, to Inside the World of Box Lacrosse. I'm Steven Stamp with Adam Levy, and we are going to make our predictions in a couple of minutes. We're going to take a look at our preview game, though, this week, which is the rematch, the second half, the back half of the home and home, Philadelphia traveling to Vegas. And I know, Adam, I look at it and say, well, Vegas can't really be much worse than they were last week. They just didn't have a good game. They did not play well. Landon Kells, I'm a big fan. I didn't think he played very well at all. I think a lot of things didn't go great, but you did see a few nuggets. Adam Poitras was pretty darn good, and there's a lot of positivity. They have to value the possession, protect the ball, they force too many passes, threw too much stuff away, and they have to watch those guys coming off the bench. Those back-to-back goals by Mitch Jones and Sam Leclerc, who, with all due respect to the announcers, do not look alike. One's a lefty, one's a righty, one's 6'2", the other's 5'10". But those were, you just have to pick guys up coming off the bench. Just can't give them that free run.
Yeah. So who does that mean? Are you going to go with Philly again, or who?
I don't know. We're doing the preview first.
Oh, we're doing the preview first. Oh,
yeah, we're on the
ahead
preview. We're talking preview here.
Yeah. So for me, I think that I really think that we saw a Philadelphia Wings team that was definitely impressive, especially offensively. And I actually, on this latest episode of the Lacrosse Majors podcast that's coming out today, I also spoke to Kyle Bennett, and I'm blanking on his podcast name. I'm going to look that up at some point and get it for here. But I had him on the show to talk Philadelphia Wings. Always get to see him at the games, and we were so blown away by Sam Leclerc's performance. But yeah, the Philly, they were out hustling Las Vegas. The defense of Las Vegas, there were just so many gaps and holes there. I mean, it was not to discredit the 19 goals, which was a home tying record or a franchise record tying for the Philadelphia Wings. But, it didn't look as difficult as definitely going up against some other teams. So I think Philadelphia looks really strong. They've now scored 15 goals in back-to-back games. You'd want that defense to be a little bit better. I just have to say then, because I know that Vegas, we're not really hyping them up to be very good at this point, but on the flip side of that, you would hope that Nick DeMude would let in less than 10 goals against Vegas if Vegas isn't playing as well as they'd like to be. And I know that those Philadelphia Wings fans, they want to feel incredibly confident in him and his abilities. So I think he really needs a big game, especially early on in the season. So let's see if that can happen this weekend. But it's going to be interesting. It's a beautiful arena. I haven't been there, but I've seen enough of it in the photos and everything. The Lee's Family Forum. I definitely want to make my way out there. But I do think that Philadelphia probably ends up doing something similar because they seem really hot right now. Very excited to see what Brendan O'Neill does. A follow-up to his 4-goal performance. He was really impressive. What were your thoughts on Brendan?
I thought he scored 4 goals on the same play.
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, he comes across the top, and he's a great shooter. Yeah. I just think you can't just let him take that shot over and over again. Even the fourth one, he's just running down an alley and basically gets to the same spot. So great shooter. He can rip. But I'd like to see them make him do something else, and I think they will. I think there'll be a change. I think Sam Leclerc was so interesting to watch, like you mentioned. I thought, his one-hand sweep goal was fantastic. Shared that in the 5 things we learned. But the other thing, he took the one shot at one point, really nice behind the back, and gets stopped, and he busted it to the bench because he realized that there could be transition. He was the guy who got to the bench, got the defender out, that took away the transition chance for Philly or for Vegas on that play. We know that Vegas loves to run, and I just thought, like, you've got to love this guy as a player. He was a last round pick, and really late in the draft, and he would definitely go higher if we were redoing it, which I might actually do shortly. Do a draft do-over. I've done that for other years. So this weekend, sounds like you're going with the Wings again.
I definitely would be going with the Wings again. I think that Philadelphia, at least offensively, looks too good for the Vegas defense that has too many questions surrounding it at the moment. I do feel, and I think I said it last week on the show, that Landon Kell